So real quick, let me just get this off my chest first. I just want to talk about All-Star Weekend very briefly. One, the game was live. The game was lit. I definitely enjoyed the game a lot. The first half of the game always feels a little slow, but it's definitely still high scoring. There's just no defense. And then the second half of the game, the third quarter started to pick it up. Steph Curry obviously went bonkers, dumb, stupid, wild. And then you get that amazing fourth quarter. I think the best thing the NBA did was come up with that new fourth quarter format for the All-Star game, because I remember All-Star games as a kid. It wasn't really that competitive. It was never this urge to try to win the game at the end of the games. A lot of times I remember as a kid, the All-Star game would be decided sometimes the first 5 minutes of the third quarter, because one team like the Western Conference typically was already up at halftime, and then the first half of that third quarter they put the game away and it would be just over from there. I feel like this music might be a little bit too loud. I'm gonna turn it down. Oh, I turned it up. I'm turning it up just a little bit. But this new, it's like bittersweet, because the only reason they changed it was to pay homage and tribute to Kobe Bryant. So it sucks that we lost Kobe Bryant, a great human being. But it's really dope how they were able to honor his legacy, and it really does feel like honoring his legacy, because we know Kobe Bryant was a competitor. They made it, you add 24 points to the total, and that's the new goal that they're reaching for. But more than just honoring him by using his number, it brings out what Kobe was, and that was a competitor 24/7. And you can see it when we watch the fourth quarter of the All-Star game. Guys are locking in, guys are playing defense, guys are really trying to just win this game. And if anything, above all else, more than just the fact that they're using his number 24, and that's what the goal is, it brings out that Mamba mentality in the players and forces them, I'll say encourages them, brings out that competitive nature in all of them. And I think that's the dopest part about it all when it comes to honoring Kobe Bryant. I'm gonna let y'all know already. So I've been like half sick all week. To me, my voice sounds different. I can just hear it in my own, so that's gonna be subconscious in the back of my head. Hopefully it don't sound too crazy for y'all, but for me, I could already tell my voice sounds a little different. Oh, also, fun fact, I need a new Sixers cup, guys. You know what I mean? And the words of my guy running back Philly, 2-5 ain't here no more. So actually, the only guy on this cup that is still here is my guy right there, Joel Embiid. What's good, bro? What's good, Cam? How you doing? We got a couple of things we talk about on the docket tonight. Triple OG says, my favorite part about the All-Star game was just seeing Jarrett Allen there. Went from getting poster to an All-Star on an underrated team. Yeah, man, I was very happy to see Jarrett Allen making the All-Star team. I was definitely someone who I wanted him to make the first team. I didn't want him to have to get in there off of I want to say he got there because he was an injury reserve. I may be wrong. If I am, I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure he got there off being an injury reserve person. And I was always team get Jarrett Allen on the team from the beginning, and I was really happy to see him there as well. The 3-point contest was lit. I actually really enjoyed this year's 3-point contest. Shout out to Karl-Anthony Towns for winning that this year. Like he said it, best shooting big man of all time. I know Dirk is out there. I know Dirk also won a 3-point contest, and I mean Dirk's obviously a champion, and if you ask me, Dirk's probably a better player than Karl-Anthony Towns in terms of career, obviously. But I mean, in terms of just shooting the ball, Karl-Anthony Towns is one of the best shooting big men of all time, if not the best one. The only guy I'm putting above him potentially is Dirk. So the dunk contest was bad, bro. It was really bad. Cam, I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. Morgan, thanks for pulling up to the stream. Morgan says, I enjoyed the All-Star game, but it's a little bittersweet not seeing my guy Ingram in there. Thought he deserved to be in there. I had an argument for Ingram making it as well, but I knew it was going to be tough. And you know what sucks even more about Ingram not making it this season is it's going to be honestly even harder for him to make it next season, because you're going to have guys like Paul George back, guys like Kawhi Leonard back, guys like Anthony Davis healthy. So that forward spot's going to be even tighter and even harder for him to get in to All-Star selection. I thought this year would have been the perfect year for him to make the All-Star team, and it does suck that he didn't make it. I wish he would have made the All-Star team. The dunk contest. I'm not even gonna go into it at length. I don't want to disrespect the dunkers who participated, because obviously they can do stuff that I can't do. And those guys aren't bad dunkers. They're not the best dunkers the NBA has to offer, but they're not like horrible. They definitely could dunk better than a lot of the guys in the NBA. But you could tell they did not take the dunk contest seriously. They did not come prepared with dunks they knew they could do. And it sucks. As fans, it feels like we were robbed of an opportunity to have an enjoyable dunk contest. And I've seen people say stuff like, well, let's bring up G Leaguers, or let the NBA try to find dunkers from around the country who are better dunkers, if you will. And to me, that's not the I'm not gonna hold you, that is not the answer in my opinion. I don't want to see non-NBA players in the NBA dunk contest. I mean, I get it, some people might, but for me, I don't want to see non-dunkers in the NBA dunk contest. The NBA dunk contest is for NBA players who are currently in the NBA. I get it. If you want to see that, I mean, that's cool, because I saw a lot of people make the argument, well, I mean, that would be able to put them on a big platform, put them on a higher stage, and be more entertaining for the fans. You know how I know I don't think fans really want to see that? Because the G League has a dunk contest. These pro dunkers that are, like semi-pro professional dunkers, they have dunk contests. I go on YouTube and I watch some amazing dunk contests from time to time. I've seen G League All-Star Weekend, and I've watched dunk contests from semi-pro players, but people don't want to see that unless you're a hoop head like me, like a basketball lover like me. But the average fan, I don't think, wants to see that. The average fan wants to see NBA players out there. That's just my 2 cents. Triple OG, I don't know if you watched Jimmy High Roller, but he talked about the OG All-Star Weekend that included a game with retired players. We could use that. Yeah, I do remember that back in the day. I haven't seen a lot of Jimmy High Roller stuff recently. I used to watch him back in the day. The retired basketball player game was definitely interesting. I think the place for them is in the celebrity game. I think because they used to be included in the celebrity game. I don't know if they still are. I don't remember seeing retired players in this year's celebrity game, but they used to like mix them in with the mix them in the celebrity game, like a Friday night situation type deal. But I wouldn't be opposed to having that. I also used to like the shooting challenges. I don't know if you guys remember that. That's also an OG All-Star Weekend thing, where it would be a WNBA player, a current player, and a retired NBA player on these shooting teams, if you will, and they would go through like half court shots, wing shots, short corner, like just different shooting obstacle courses they'd go through, and it'd be like 3 different teams. And it would typically be different cities. So if it's LA, for example, it'd be like a current LA player, a player from the LA Sparks, and a retired LA player, for example. And that was something that I thought was really dope, and I thought I would love to see that come back. But those are just my quick thoughts on the All-Star Weekend. I didn't plan on talking about that too long. I got a lot to talk about today. But before we go into the rest of the docket and talk about some current